Hello and welcome. Today we will dive into a very important topic for English learners, the simple tenses. Whether you're new to English or just need a refresher, this video will help you understand how to use the simple present, simple past, and simple future. By the end of this lesson, you will know when and how to use each tense correctly in everyday situation. So, let's get started. What are the simple tenses? The simple tenses refer to three basic tenses in English: present, past, and future. These are used to describe actions at different points in time. The simple present talks about actions that happen regularly. The simple past refers to actions that happen in the past. And the simple future talks about actions that will happen in the future. Together, these tenses form the foundation of how we describe events and actions in English. Let's begin with the simple present. This tense is used for actions that happen regularly or are generally true. For example, I eat breakfast every day, or the sun rises in the east. Notice that the verb stays in the its base form for most subjects, except for he, she, and it, where we add an s or es at the end of the verb. For instance, she eats breakfast every day. Another use of the simple present is to describe permanent states, like water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Let's look at some more examples to clarify the use of the simple present. They play soccer every day. My brother works at the bank. Remember, when talking about routines or facts, we use the simple present. Try to think of a routine that you do every day and say it in the simple present. For instance, I brush my teeth every morning. Practice makes perfect. Now, let's talk about the simple past. This tense is used for actions that happened and were complete in the past. For regular verbs, we add ed to the base form of the verb. For example, I watched a movie yesterday. However, English also has many irregular verbs, like go, which become went in the past. So we say, I went to the park last Sunday. The key here is to remember the past form of irregular verbs, which come with practice. Let's practice with a few more examples. She visited her grandparents last weekend. They studied for the test last night. Try to form sentences using the simple past with both regular and irregular verbs. For example, I cooked dinner yesterday and he ran 5 miles last week. By practicing this, you'll get more comfortable using the simple past correctly. Finally, we have the simple future. This tense is used for action that will happen in the future. To form it, we simply use will before the base form of the verb. For instance, I will call you tomorrow, or They will travel to Japan next year. You can also use going to for future plans, like I'm going to start a new job next month. But the structure are commonly used to talk about the future. Let's practice some examples. She will visit her friends next week. We are going to have a meeting tomorrow. Think of something you plan to do and say it in the simple future. For instance, I will study English tomorrow, or I am going to meet my friend this weekend. Both forms are acceptable depending on how sure or plain the action is. To sum up, the simple tenses are crucial for communicating in English. The simple present talk about regular action or facts. The simple past describe complete actions. And the simple future is used for upcoming actions. Remember to practice forming sentences in each tense to improve your English. Thank you for watching, and I hope this lesson helped you feel more confident in using the simple tenses. See you in the next lesson.